Every video that you create has a purpose, and as a business owner, your videos should have the goal of eventually making sales. So today I'm going to tell you how to script your YouTube videos to generate sales in your business. Also, don't forget to subscribe because this is actually a series that I'm doing on YouTube on how to generate sales on this platform, and the next two videos are about thumbnails and video editing. So YouTube scripts usually consist of three things. One is the hook, two is the main content, and three is the outro. The hook is one of the most important parts because this is what gets people to continue to watch your content. So this is for like all my long-winded people. This is not the time to do that. Get to the point as soon as possible. I think this is especially important for like when you're just starting out on YouTube. Depending on what your channel is about, when you first start, no one really cares what you're doing, or honestly, sometimes what you're saying. So they just came to get information that you have for them. And also, people have the attention span of a goldfish. So if people see your thumbnail and then they see your title and they click on it, they're expecting you to deliver on that content. And if you don't start delivering on it, like basically as soon as possible, they're leaving. Three things that you could do to spice up your hook is to make a bold statement. So if there's something controversial in your industry and you believe it, then you should start the video off that way so that, you know, piques their interest. The second way you can do this is show a teaser of what's to come in the video. I see this a lot with like podcast trailers. They'll use an interesting clip from the podcast and they'll put it in the front, and then they'll talk about what it's about. And then the third way is to basically ask a question that you know your audience is struggling with, and this piques their interest, and you know they're actually hoping that you can help them with this problem. The next part of the script is the main content. So this is going to be you delivering on whatever you said you were going to inside of the hook. You're going to do whatever it takes to deliver on that information, and you're also going to try to keep it straight to the point. Now, some good things to, you know, make a connection with the audience. You can weave in some stories about maybe what you went through, or you know what you see other people doing, but always make sure that it has to do with the content and that it's not just a random story. I do think it's a time and a place for tangents, or like, you know, going off topic. Like for example, I think live video, I think you have a really good chance of like doing that there and it's okay, but specifically for YouTube videos that are supposed to be informational, that's not good to do. All right, and the last and one of the most important parts of the video, once people actually do get to the end, is the outro. And this is where you're gonna ask for the sale. Now, when I'm saying sale, I'm not even really referring to like direct sales like you get paid for it. A sale can be something else that you deem as a win. So after you have delivered all the content, all the gems in your video, what exactly do you want people to do next? You have to tell people what you want them to do. Now, the outro for business owners is usually some sort of call to action. And it all depends on, you know, what your goals are at the time. So it might be to increase your reach. It may be to grow your audience. It may be to get more, you know, downloads on your lead magnet, people to your email list, the list goes on. And depending on what that goal is, that's what your call to action will be. So some common call to actions are subscribe to my channel, book a call. Now, I have a whole ebook out right now called Scaling with Video that has everything you need to start making sales with your video content and to also take it to the next level. So it includes 40 video ideas for business owners, 10 call to actions, 10 hooks, an editing checklist, how to set up your home studio, and there's a few other things in there as well. So if you're interested in that, click the link in my description box, and I will see you next week.